Welcome to this Sunday's Gospel Reflection. I remember when I was still a novice, an elderly Jesuit father used to attempt some magic tricks during our in house parties. The poor man was well meaning, but his skills had deteriorated, and his supposedly hidden tricks would become more than obvious to us due to his waning agility and dexterity. What was supposed to appear from that magical handkerchief, in fact, never appeared, whilst what was supposed to remain hidden in the tricks became more than obvious through the poor magician's clumsiness. The magic lost its magic. After the resurrection, Jesus appeared several times to his disciples. We can easily imagine the fear, the surprise, challenging experience these apparitions must have been for the apostles. Jesus had died, but here he was in their midst, wounds and all. Is he real? Is he a ghost? Was he just some magical trick? Thomas would take no chances. Unless I see the mark of the nails in his hands and put my finger into the nail marks and my hand into his side, I will not believe. He rightly would not trust emotions, tricks of the imagination, or collective illusions. He did not trust magic. He wanted facts. And Jesus obliged and did provide him with facts. His own wounds. Wounds don't lie because wounds never heal. Death and pain remain a hard reality. Thomas' problem was miracles. You see, magic is just a game, playing with appearances and dissimulations. But miracles are not magic. God does not play games with humanity. He does not put on magical shows to impress us with his playful skills. God is always dead serious. That's why miracles are dead serious. Not because they impress us, but because they express the infinite, boundless nature of who God is and of who we, by His grace, all are. They reveal what for God is the ordinary reality, even if we humans are easily impressed by the extraordinary. God is not keen on impressing us. He is dead serious about saving us and sharing with us a life that is real and open ended. Miracles, like every work of love, always demand a high price. Pain, suffering, self sacrifice. There can be no real love without death of self. And that is why love, like life, is always born out of woundedness, fragility, out of suffering. It is the wounds of Jesus that give birth to a new life which is indestructible. As St. Paul says, O death, where is your sting? O grave, where is your victory? Jesus' apparitions were not magical shows. They were challenging, miraculous, and transforming experiences. They did not just show how Jesus had been gloriously transformed by his resurrection. They did not just show how fast he could travel from one place to another, appearing here and there to impress people. The living Jesus does not simply appear to people, he appears in people by transforming them into witnesses of a love that is ready to pay the full price so as to be real and lasting. He said to Thomas, "Put your finger here and see my hands. Bring your hand and put it to my side. Do not be unbelieving, but believe." Believing is touching the wounds and embracing the painfulness of a loving heart, the heart of Jesus. Thomas did not just touch the side of Jesus to verify that he was not a phantom, a ghost. His touch transformed him from the inside and made him share the full pain of the passion, that is, touching the wounds. Jesus' own loving passion could now continue in Thomas, as well as in his fellow disciples. The transformation was the greatest miracle Jesus performed in his disciples. In the first reading, we see this greatest of miracles, the transformation of his disciples, the first Christians, as we call them, into a loving communion where everyone shares everything with everyone. All who believed were together and had all things in common. They would sell their property and possessions, divide them among all according to each one's needs. And every day they devoted themselves to meeting together in the temple area and to breaking bread in their homes. And every day the Lord added to their number those who were being saved. That's the birth of the church, the body of Christ. Let us not live the Eucharist as if it were some impressive, magical transformation of the bread and of the wine. Let us live every Eucharist as the greatest of miracles, letting it transform not just the bread and the wine, but all that we are, all that we have, and turn it into a living gift of love for the nourishment, the sustenance, and the life of one another. No, the Eucharist is not just an impressive magical trick that changes the bread and wine on the altar. It is the greatest of miracles that changes us from self-centered creatures into self-giving brothers and sisters of a living and a loving Jesus. God bless you.